Hey, and welcome to the Drought&Proud podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Nick.
And we're cool guys.
We're cool guys, but we're not cool guys because it is hot. So hot.
So hot.
It's damn hot. How hot is it?
It's very hot.
It's very hot. All right. That's how hot it is. I believe the projected heat for today is 92.
Is it?
I don't know, but
That's
that sounds
crazy.
about right.
I'm not going outside today.
It's hot as ass here in lovely Fresno, California.
Uh-huh.
It sucks because it's so hot, but it's all right because we live in a desert, kind of. It's supposed to be a desert, but now we've got plants and water and fidget spinners, and it's hot.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Chris, it's summertime. Last night was our final improv show.
It sure was.
It's our last one for our senior year of high school. Our last improv show in high school.
For high school. That was cool. It was a good one.
Yeah, I don't feel sad because I'm pretty sure we're going to do more of it later on in life. So,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm never going to be able to play football again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Billy. Yeah.
I liked it. It was a good show. We did games. We did games, and we did a Hoover. But yeah.
It was fun.
It was an alright crowd.
Not really. They were hella dead, dude.
Yeah.
They were like, whoa. And we jumped into the audience, and they didn't even react.
Yeah, there was a point in the show where we ran into the audience, and everyone was just like, "Oh, okay, this is happening. They're just two high school kids doing what high school kids do." And I was like, I mean, is this really normal? When we were at the show, standing on the stage and doing all the games, I realized how weird this must seem to all the parents, who are sitting in the audience just watching their kids just screaming and running around and doing all this improv stuff. They're just like, our kids are crazy, you know?
My kid's a failure.
But to us, we're just kind of like, wow, that was a really good scene. That was really funny. You did a good job. But I think it's weird because they don't really see what we were doing as what we were doing, you know?
Yeah.
Which was kind of weird because we were performing for people who cared but didn't, you know?
I felt like the audience didn't care, honestly. There wasn't any past members in the audience.
Uh-huh.
There was
there were a couple past members.
But it wasn't the usual crowd, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't full of people who know what it's like to be up there. They're just people who are sitting down watching. Maybe they're not even super interested in improv, and they're just, okay, that's what's going on, you know? Just going with it.
I
don't know.
I know my dad left halfway through the show because he said it was too loud. So he just walked out.
It's just a whole bunch of kids running around screaming, but, you know, we're also, if you look at it, there's a whole bunch of meaning in it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to create meaning, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of devolved since last year a little bit, though. It's it's not really that big impact kind of things. It's kind of just look at me, I'm screaming.
That's what a lot of us this year have been doing.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I'm okay with that. It's just that it's really loud, and I don't exactly like loud things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic. Because you're loud.
I'm not.
You are.
Since when?
Since ever. You walk into a room and you go, hey, guys,
That's not what I do.
It's
You're
me.
lying.
What's going on? I'm Chris.
It's not
Look
what
at
I
me.
do.
I'm Chris.
You're a crazy guy.
Oh, I'm Chris. That's my impression of you. It's just, hey, look at me. I'm Chris. Hey, what are you doing?
Whatever.
Are you doing that thing? Look at me instead. Hey, what are you doing? You come in here. Don't look at me. It's me. Look at me. I'm Chris.
Uh-huh. Well, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just a weird concept that people don't always get. And then when you go out to see a show that you don't really care about, you know, it just doesn't make me feel all that great. The senior posters were cool. It was our senior show, so we got to see our senior posters. They got Luis from Bob's Burgers, even though, you know, Bob is 10 times better. I don't know why they put Luis on mine.
True.
Yeah, and then they drew Adventure Time people on mine, and I was like, cool. I still like it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. It's what I put on the paper. They didn't really know that I liked Bob more, but yeah, senior posters were cool. The night was nice.
Yeah, I mean,
overall, I'd say it was a pretty calm and chill time.
Yeah, it was fun, you know, and watching everybody pack up their stuff, it was kind of just like, wow, it's over.
Uh-huh.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Haha. As a joke. It was a really funny joke.
Hilarious.
Chris, have we talked about fidget spinners on here?
I don't think so.
How do you feel about fidget spinners?
I've already expressed my opinion like dozens of times to a whole bunch of people. I feel like fidget spinners are a good idea, but they're not being used for the right purpose. Like a lot of times people just get fidget spinners and they're all like, "Look at my cool little toy." But it's not supposed to be a toy. It's supposed to be something for ADHD. And there are all these kids that are all like, "Man, I get it, and man, it helps, man, it helps." But like they don't even have ADHD.
They're just playing with it.
They just have it and they spin it and they're just like, "Man, I got my work done so much faster." And like, no, it's like a placebo. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like people tell you it'll help you focus, and then you get one, but no, you're just playing with it the whole time, and you look stupid. And like I have one because I thought it was gonna be good for my ADHD, and it does help. Like when I'm sitting down and I'm waiting for something, I just take that out and I spin it, and it's something that I could fidget with. But it's like not something for everyone to have because I don't think everyone needs it. You know? There are all these kids that have it, and they're all like, "Look at my toy! Oh, it's so cool!" And whenever I take mine out and I'm playing with it, you know, like everyone wants to see it. I'm just like, no, I'm using this so I can sit down and stay still. But everyone wants to mess around with it, and you know they want to take it and I don't know, play with it. I'm just kind of like, you're defeating the purpose of the entire thing.
Right. It's becoming more of a distraction than like a tool.
Which pisses me off because I'm like, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, you know, something that's supposed to help people as opposed to distract people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just annoying when people take them out in class and they're just like,
yeah, and you
just
can hear it. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It's so loud. It's like, God, shut up.
I mean, if you're in public, I could see how it doesn't really matter. You're just spinning it. But if you're in school and you're supposed to be paying attention, stop distracting yourself, dude.
Yeah. I feel like it's supposed to be something that people don't use so much, but people use it all the time.
It gets me mad. And like whenever you walk around at school now, you can't look anywhere down the halls without seeing someone messing with one. I'm just like, why? There are all these kids that say that they have ADHD, but they don't have ADHD, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, I shake my legs sometimes. I have ADHD. No, you don't. Stop.
Stop. What are you doing?
It gets me mad because, you know, I'm someone who has been diagnosed with ADHD. I've been seeing a doctor for a long period of time. I don't see him anymore, but, like, that's what I consider to be ADHD. And all these kids just coming out of nowhere. It's like the Tumblr kids coming out and just saying, like, hey, I have ADHD, you know?
Yeah, it's like how people are just like, oh, yeah, I have OCD.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I got a little bit of OCD. That's not how it works.
Yeah, you can't just have a little bit of it.
Yeah, you can't just be like, I like things to be symmetrical, therefore I have OCD. Sometimes I don't like paying attention in class when it's boring. ADHD.
The world is full of Tumblr kids, and it gets me mad, especially when they talk about ADHD. Like, a lot of adults that I've talked to about it, they're just like, ADHD isn't a big deal because, you know, everyone could beat ADHD. And I'm just like, kind of? Like, I've had it for a long time, and I'm not saying that I can't beat it because, like, look at me, I'm doing good, I'm in a whole bunch of AP classes, and I'm passing all my classes, and I pay attention during school, you know?
Right.
But, like, it's difficult for adults to just say you could just drop it and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's like they probably haven't experienced it. They've probably been told that they have ADHD because doctors diagnose ADHD like crazy. But like ADHD is something a little bit more than that, you know? It's where like you sit down, you cannot stop.
Yeah, man. It's
or like after like a play or something like that where I have to sit down and I have to stay still for a long period of time. Like I'm crazy. Like I'm running, bouncing off the walls and all that kind of stuff. But like all these other kids who have ADHD, they're all like, I have ADHD, ooh. And, you know, sitting in there, it was crazy. I couldn't wait to stand up. And I'm just like, no, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
It gets me mad. A whole bunch of people, yeah.
People just don't understand how, like, real it is. Same thing with OCD. You know, they're like, oh, I do this thing that's slightly like it, therefore I have it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in reality, man, I've met some people with, like, really bad ADHD, and you talk to them, and you can't have a full conversation with them because they just start talking about something else, or they move on, or they just jump, and it's like, what are you doing, you know?
It's like people who are diagnosed with it, and then, like, they take it too far. Like, they've seen the doctor says you have ADHD once, and that's it. No. Like, a lot of the kids haven't had to, like, go to the doctors time and time again because of problems in school, or because of, like, paying attention disorders, or like medicine or something like that. If they've been on the medicine, I forget what the medicine's called because I just don't even pay attention.
Adderall?
Is that what it is? I have no idea.
Or not Adderall, Ritalin?
I don't know. But like these kids, they don't know, and they just say I have ADHD, man. Whoa. But I feel like to some people it's a little bit more important than that. Not important, but you know what I mean? Like it's a bigger deal than that.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't get, is because all these people who have the fidget spinners are just spinning it like, I have ADHD. It makes me feel so good. And I'm just like, stop. You're making it hard for people who actually have ADHD to actually like try and function, because those things are getting banned now, and they were helping kids out.
Yeah.
You know?
But now everybody just plays with them like they're toys.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I guess they technically are toys.
I technically are.
But they're like special toys, you know?
Uh-huh. And like things like the fidget cube or whatever that are also like little toys that you could play with, I don't like those because they're big and they make noise and they're just distracting as a whole, you know? Like if you need to fidget, you could do that, but like the little fidget spinners, they don't have to be distracting. But people just make them distracting, and then people are all like, look, I could do all these tricks, and they do all the tricks with them. It's like, dude, that's not what it's for.
How do you do a trick? What exactly is a trick?
Like you spin it on one finger and then you toss it to your other finger or something like that.
That's kind of dumb.
Yeah. And then there are all these other kids that are like, look at me, I can spin it on my nose. Oh, and it's like, it's actually easier to spin it on your nose than like just put it on your nose.
You saw that?
Yeah, I've seen people do that stuff. And I'm just like, you guys have all this time. You wasted it on doing this.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're like, I thought about getting a real hobby, but I just, practice my fidget spinner trick.
Yeah. It's like, I liked yo-yos. Because yo-yos were like something that would like help me waste my time. I would just yo-yo and yo-yo, and I learned some tricks. Because yo-yoing's fun and all that kind of stuff. But then yo-yos, they became a big deal. Everyone was like, I need a yo-yo. And then like brought them to school and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then like yo-yos just became another toy. Well, I guess they were always a toy. But like for me, they were a little bit more just because I could mess around with it. And like a lot of people didn't really take it seriously. And now there are all these yo-yo competitions. I don't know where I was going with that, but
pretty sure yo-yos have like always been popular. I don't know. When were they invented? Do you know?
Yeah, a long time ago. But like I would always play with yo-yos, and I used to know yo-yo tricks. I used to know how to do the baby cradle thing, and I used to know how to walk the dog, and I used to know how to do around the world, all that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I could walk the dog.
Walk the dog was easy though.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do was have a loose string on your yo-yo.
Hmm.
And that's all it was.
Oh yeah, dude, yo-yo is really old. It was invented in 500 BC.
Is that? Did you look that up?
Yeah, that's super old. That's just a really old toy. You know the yo-yo is over 2,000 years old?
Who you asking? You asking the audience?
Yeah, you guys know audience. That? If you knew that, like this video.
Like this video, write like in the comments.
If you didn't, also like this video, and then we'll divide it by 2, and then we'll know how many people knew that.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of... That's really old. That is an old toy.
That's crazy. But, like, I don't know. Like, all these things that are happening with all the kids and all the people who are doing things that are all like, I'm special, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like, all these kids are all like, I can do this. Okay.
I hate it when other people are unique. I'm like, stop it. Just conform. Be like everybody else so I don't feel bad.
I just want to tell this story one time, and it's not a big deal to most people when they hear it, but it's a big deal to me. I was talking to this guy, it was probably like freshman year, and I was talking to him, and then mid-conversation he stops me, he says, hey, why are you shaking your leg? I was like, because I have ADHD, it's hard for me to stay still for long periods of times. And he was like, I have ADHD, and I don't shake my leg, and I pay attention in class just fine. And I was like... You don't have ADHD then. If you don't understand why I'm shaking my leg, and you don't understand why I can't sit still, then you don't have ADHD. And he's all like, but I do. I have it, you know? Like, no one told me, but I have it. And I was like, stop! Like, all these kids that are acting like this kid, they make me mad. But yeah, I'm off this subject now because I don't want to keep on talking about it. I just thought that was a really ridiculous story of a kid who was really stupid. And yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty stupid.
Uh-huh.
All right, then. I think we're gonna end it there. Just a little.
We'll end it there. Just a little one.
Just a little short one for this week, guys. We got so much to do. We're super busy.
Yeah, what are you doing, Nick?
Finals. I'm going to Vegas, boy.
Whoa, and I'm staying home.
You're staying home. No, I gotta go to Vegas. Not for gambling. Although I guess I could. But I gotta do. It's a business trip, honestly.
Cool.
Okay. We're gonna call it there then.
Yeah, we're calling it.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye, yeah. Thanks for
Hasta
tuning
luego.
in.
Oh,
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video and check out our last video.
Check out Richard Dryfish.
Whoa, that's a really good.
He's
that's
great.
a really good one.
It's really good. He got 2 shares on Facebook from my mom and Chris. All right, check it out.
Bye, yeah. Have a good one.
Hasta luego.
Look at this duck, it's pretty cool. I wish that I could be this cool. Look at this duck.